The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Right to the air is Jackson. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Jackson. Throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. To throw again is Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Travis Etienne, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle, But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
On 1st and 10, Herbert got a man. That's Ayuk. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to get this to the 31. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Third and 2, Herbert. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, Herbert. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Herbert off of play action. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Jacobs again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Raiders at 9-2 to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Jackson will throw again. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Chigakonkwo, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
3rd and 12. Now it's Herbert. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chigga with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Charles, and I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Herbert's thrown into the hands of Pittman here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Herbert on first down now. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Jacobs is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop it all the way back at the 40-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but It's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On second down, Jackson. That is caught downfield by Isabella. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Andy Isabella taking it in. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And got his man complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert now. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, it's Herbert. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll get this one to Pittman. Yeah, almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now it's Jackson. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Chigga Conqueror, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw again is Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders just continue to roll. Mooney good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's Mooney back out there now to send this one away. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Maintenance.
Hi, I'm calling because I have no hot water. I'm in apartment
So
430.
after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there in about 30 minutes.
And he'll decide
Okay, thank you.
4:30 in, right?
Drive will begin at the 25.
Yeah, 430 N as in Nancy.
Okay.
The Charger
All right.
drive about
All right,
to get
thank
going.
you so much.
Bye-bye.
Well, we're still in the third quarter,
Bye.
so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. And now here is another interception. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Again, Jackson. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he works 3. Big strides, look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chig Okonkwo, 63 yards. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball's thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Justin Herbert. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown. Michael Pittman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now the point after try for Santos. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
63, Chargers 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Raiders. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To the air again, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown! Andy Isabella, 36 yards. And the Raiders add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. An extra point try now for Moody. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And my goodness, another interception. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions, it just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. But this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Jackson's that's taken in by Okonkwo. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for a legal touch it.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. And Jackson throwing once more. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Moody for the PAT.
Call has been forwarded to an...
Yeah.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just...
I don't know. I can't take it, man. I gotta go to work after this damn game. I'm trying to get this shit over with. I got a fucking emergency call. Wow. About somebody ain't got no hot water.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Take your season meals. How you gonna get caught? You got good tags on there. Get that tag off the hood out there.
Well,
it's still on there. Yeah,
no
I thought it was gone.
Offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone and the frustration.
Hope you got a house key, because I ain't going to beat him when you come back.
This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point try now for Moody. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard